I'm waiting for my phone. Oh, hello. Hello,
Hello.
everyone. Happy Monday. Welcome, Kim.
Welcome to you too. Thanks for having me.
How was your weekend?
It was good. I tweaked my back a week ago on a fair ride with the grandkids. Like my husband goes, "You are too old to be riding fair rides," and I said, "It's a scrambler. It's not that big of a deal." And so I really spent Saturday on the couch,
Oh,
just with an ice pack
no.
and trying to eke it back. So I guess we're not. I don't like to use that excuse that we're not young, but maybe with fair rides, I need to.
You know
Yeah.
what? I could not do fair rides anymore because I would get sick. But again, yes, I hate to say my age holds me back or any type of physical ailment,
Right.
but sometimes it does.
That's what he said. He goes, "We don't bounce as well." Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
After I did that hike with my daughter the next day, I didn't want to leave the hotel room. My whole body was in pain. And I'm like, okay,
Yes.
this is okay. All right. So today I wanted to talk about getting past the fear of what people will think when you market your services, when you just talk about your services. This is probably the number one obstacle that I see in my group program, Profit Insiders for Interior Designers, and in my one-on-one clients when it comes to marketing. It is definitely something where people worry about, oh my God, my poor father. They worry about what people think. And I get it, right? Because I
Right.
worry about what people think sometimes, right? If anyone's on my Instagram, they'll see this weekend I was in hot pursuit of a car that I've been wanting for 2 years. And when I posted it, I thought, ooh, like, is that bad? Like, what are people going to think? I still think that, right? But I thought it was a great representation of how hard I work and how I have used proper financial mindset shifts in my business where I siphoned that money off so I could afford something that I've been wanting for 2 years, right? So
Right.
that's where I have a profit account. I teach all my profit insiders for interior designers the profit first light method on how to manage their finances. So I feel like what happens is the first thing when you go to post, you go, "Oh, should I post that? What are people going to think?" And I want to pose like three thoughts. Like, do you ever have that, Kim, where you're like,
Well, I have it personally, and I would have to say that it's not like interior design specific as far as people having challenges because I find that when I work with more of a business and we just show their products, their kind of their service and stuff, people are okay with that. But when I want to start showcasing team members to show their company culture, or if it's an individual solopreneur, one person that owns their business, then they also have that same hesitancy like, oh, I don't know if I want people to really know that I go to Starbucks on Monday mornings. Like they're really like, yeah, it's amazing how timid and like, and how they'll, I have some that will challenge me on, well, I don't want people to know. Well, again,
yeah, it's, I'm going to call it, sometimes it's more like old school where we, like my generation, we were not used to putting ourselves out there in our personal lives and what we do. It's just like, oh, well, if you want to hire me, this is what I do. And if you need me, this is where you find me. But nowadays, people actually do like to follow people that they look up to, possibly their lifestyle or just their comments or their teachings or what they're learning or pretty things. Like there's this whole combination. But I want to make 3 points, right? When you're getting past the fear of marketing yourself and you want to actually show what you do, I want to remind people that often I want you to think to yourself, who do I hire when I'm getting ready to hire someone? There's no such thing as like yellow pages anymore, so to speak, right? You go to Google and you put in Google sometimes, but what I like to do is hire within my own network of people. I want a referral from somebody.
right.
So I'm posing to everyone who's listening, if you are not putting yourself out there, then how does your network know on a consistent basis that you are available within your expertise for when they need you? Like,
Right.
they just don't know. I can't tell you. So we're taking applications right now for the next group coaching program for interior designers. And I can't tell you, as the applications are coming in, and it's a very small program. So if anyone wants in, I will put the link to the program underneath in the comments. This one's for interior designers. If if I go to their Facebook page, I can't even tell they're an interior designer half the time.
Right.
Because
Yes.
they're like afraid. Well, I don't want my personal Facebook page to show anything about my business because that's personal and that's business. Well, you're losing a huge opportunity to promote yourself, right? So if you are a person who normally hires within your network, why aren't you putting yourself out there on a regular basis so other people can hire you?
Right. 100% agree. And it's hard to do. And I'm probably like one of the worst because a lot of times I just don't think about it. And last week we had a really positive situation where one of my clients called and said, we need to stop for a little bit because what you're doing is working so well. I'm overwhelmed. So can we pull back? And so we had to tweak some things. Well, then it's like, well, I should really share that on social media.
Yes.
Not as a bragging thing, but one, to show people, one, social media works, and two, that this is a good thing. And I'm great at showcasing what my clients do, but I forget. And so even designers, like showcasing a design idea that they had that makes them unique, it's a perfect way to showcase themselves.
Right. And I think you make a really good point. Some people think it's bragging, and it's not bragging. It's just being, why are we so afraid to be proud of who we are and what we do and that we're good at something?
Right. Well, and the flip side is that I've had a client that saw what I posted and it made them proud that they were working with me getting results for somebody else. So designers the same way, that if you have past clients or friends that are going to refer you to the referral process, they're going to be proud to see what you're doing because that's how, like, you get that ownership in that person's life a little bit.
Yes, and here's the key here, and everyone write this down. We only care about the people who are supportive of us. We don't care about the people who are not.
Right.
And that's the problem, right? Because sometimes we have, and this is one of my 3 points, are you surrounding yourself with people who drive you up? I mean, sometimes we just can't, right? It's just not possible. In our families, there are no entrepreneurs. Nobody understands what you really do. Nobody understands the struggle. And it's really hard to be the person that stands out by posting about yourself, posting about what you love, posting about what you're good at. And it's something you need to ignore the naysayers, right? How do you get past this? You surround yourself best you can with supportive people, right? That's what my group coaching is all about.
Right.
Everyone's rising up together, right? So for interior designers, the Profit Insiders for interior designers, next group coaching, I usually run one group at a time so I can really focus on it, is starting soon. If you want to see if you're a good fit, I'll put the application below and then you get on my calendar, no charge, just to see if you're a good fit for the program. So I want you to think about, imagine not feeling alone, right? Because you
Right.
actually have a group of people in the same shoes as you. And together you're like, you know what? If she can do it, I can do it. If he can do it, I can do it. So that's important. Stop caring what people think. And then I want to add one other thing. If you tend to be one of those people who are always complaining about what other people are posting, that could be why you're not posting yourself also. Because as much as you're judging other people, you're judging yourself even harder.
Right.
So
Right.
that to me then is the first thing you have to work on. If you are one of the people who are always like, oh my God, look, she's constantly posting, it's so annoying, or I don't want to be that person. But guess what? That person might be making more money than you. And if that's one of your goals, to make more money, then you're your worst enemy.
Right. Yeah.
Right. And but
Yep.
if the goal is not, it's not all about money. And I totally get that. It's not for a lot of people, but it's the satisfaction of helping other people with what you do best. How are you going to help them if they don't know what you do?
Correct. Correct. And that is the biggest thing, is how are you going to help them if they don't know what you do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I even this weekend I posted, I'm in the market for a car, and it was like, oh, like, should I post this? What are people going to think? And then I just thought, I reminded myself of my own advice, right? The shoemaker
Right.
without shoes sometimes. I only care about the people who want the best for me, and see how hard I work and say, you know what? She's okay. She deserves it, or good for her. Anyone else can unfriend me or unfollow me or whatever platform they're not happy with. I truly don't care
Right.
anymore about the naysayers, the negative people. And people who are in my group know I knock out negative people every single day. If you're not in my groups to help everyone rise up, you're gone. And that's the way I run my groups. That's the way I run my coaching. Like, be kind. We all need more support in our lives, always.
Right, right. And back to your picture, what I saw when, my thought was like, one, good for you. And second all is like when I want to work with a coach, and I work with a couple different coaches, and I have the last few years because I do believe in surrounding myself with people that are going to help me and uplift me and help me point me in the right direction. What I saw was that good for her. She's living what she's preaching and practicing. And that's one thing, just a little side tip through this whole presentation, this little message this morning, is that when you're working with someone, look at what they're doing and how they're doing. And is that what you want your life? So if you want to grow your business and you want to be profitable, well, you want to go to someone that's actually living and doing that. So I thought kudos for you.
Thank you. Thank you. See, someone who's supportive. Listen, the bottom line is I'm divorced. I support myself. I need to make a living, and I work my butt off to make sure everyone who coaches with me in any of my programs, membership site, group coaching, or the one-on-one, or my course, they are getting the value that can rise them up to that level that I have achieved for myself over the last 5.5 years, actually 27 and 30 years, but particularly as a coach in the last 5.5 years. There are tricks and tips that I can teach and you can teach when in our specialties. And like you said, people want to see, well, is she smoke and mirrors, or can she really live
Right.
what she's teaching, right?
Right.
So I live what I teach completely, 100%. And my mindset tips are always about me reminding myself also while I'm reminding you guys. Right? Yes. I'm human just like everyone else. And I wake up some mornings like, oh God, like, how do I do this? But then I know what makes me right-minded that day is by helping other people, right? So figure out who you are and live it proudly and stop caring what people think. That's when the true freedom comes. And that's when even more success comes. For every notch more that you stop caring about what people think and you really put yourself out there authentically, that is what's going to attract your ideal client over and over again. And that's what gives you true freedom.
Right, right.
Seriously, true freedom.
And it does get easier putting yourself out there a little bit. The more you practice it, the more you do it. There is, and you do start to get that deflecting, like what you're posting is more authentic to you. So you care what people in your circle think, but you're not so worried that someone's saying, oh, she's posting too much, or she's doing this, or she's doing this wrong, that you're, yeah. Oh,
yeah, I mean, imagine not caring at all.
Right.
Imagine going through your entire day and not caring at all what people think. That's the goal. But of course, you're putting yourself out there professionally, authentically. I'm not saying put crazy shit out there, but when you truly don't care, it's like, wow. And I'm not saying I'm completely there yet. I'm totally not. But I might be a little ahead of some people because I am at the point where, you know what? I'm successful. My clients are successful. My group clients are successful. Why would I care what anyone else thinks when I know that I'm helping other people? And that's the way I want all of you. All of you are service-based entrepreneurs watching. You're selling a service. And yes, sometimes there's product in there. But imagine if you just didn't care about the naysayers and the negative people in the world. How freeing that is. That's what I hope people do. Get past that, among other things. So anyway, that's what was on my mind today.
Well, I'm glad that it was. It was great wisdom that you shared.
You listen, you teach what you struggle with.
Yeah, most of the times we do.
Right? And you teach what you learn. So anyway, if you need help with your social media, reach out to Kim. She is my social media strategist, and we're always talking about how I can be more authentically myself and put myself out there regularly. So I want the same for you. If you're struggling to grow your interior design business, particularly, I'm going to talk about today. My next group is Profit Insiders for Interior Designers is starting September 4th. If you can't make that exact date, don't worry about it. Everything's recorded. I will put the link in, and if you're interested, fill out the application, because it is by application only, because it's not perfect for everyone. And if it's not perfect for you, I will not take you into the group. So anything else today, Kim?
Nope, that's it. Have a great week, everybody.
Have a great week, everyone. Happy Monday. Bye.